Here are the directions for how to complete the assignment for Pixlr Toolbar Part 3. In the assignment, it does say that you can use the images below or choose your own, but make sure one of the images is brightly colored and one is dimmed. If you want to use my images, just as a reminder, you click on the image, you have to click on the little three dots and open in a new window, and then you can download the image. So once again, if you want to use images from my class, you can, you can click on an image, open in a new window, and download it. So we're going to go into Pixlr. Right here is the link, Pixlr Editor. You are going to remember to sign in. So log in, continue with Google, click on your name. And in this assignment, we are going to be looking at different ways of changing the colors in your images. So I'm going to open an image, and I'm going to open up one of my bright images and click Open. So the tool we're going to talk about, this one is right here. It is the sponge color. It's a way to change colors, vibrance, saturation, temperature. So let's take a look. We give a click on it, and up here you have modes. You can increase or decrease, and you have three choices: vibrance, saturation, and temperature. Vibrance is how bright the color can be. Saturation is how much color there actually is, and temperature is kind of weird. You just kind of have to see it. Once again, you can pick your brush size, and you can pick the strength. So in order to see what's actually happening, I would boost the strength all the way up so you can see the difference. So if I go to increase and I go to vibrance, watch what happens. The green that I am drawing, if you can see, is more intense than the rest of the key. It is more vibrant than the rest of the green. If I go to decrease and go over the same space, notice it's still green, but it's kind of a more faded green out than the rest of it. That's vibrance. Saturation is the easiest actual way to remove colors if you want to make something black and white. Watch what happens when I decrease the saturation in my purple orange. The purple is all going away on that half. If I increase it, my purple gets more intense. So, vibrance and saturation are kind of similar on one side, but with the decreasing, the saturation is actually removing color. Okay? Temperature is kind of a weird one. It's easier to see on more faded images. So that's why I asked you to bring in a faded image and a more dim image and a brighter image. So I'm now going to open my other image as a layer, the more faded one, so we can see temperature. So if I increase my temperature, see how it's kind of warming the color of the sky to a beige instead of a white. If I decrease it, it should make the color like a colder color. Like, see how it's turning it bluer as opposed to beige. So those are the things that are showing in decreased temperature. Another thing I want to show you is here we have our layers over here. And if you want to move your layers, you can just move them out of the way of each other. And watch what's going to happen if this will move. Is my image is now on top. So it is a way of controlling. So my atmosphere is on the bottom. So if I were used to use the cutout tool, like I'm using right now, and I cut out this line over here, and I'm using the cutout mask, so that means it is going to save this and show everything else. Control Z, reminder, if I do it the other way, it is going to remove my lime and show what is behind. And that's basically how you do the saturation tool assignment. Save it, and you can call it lighten, darken, something like that, or vibrance. I'm just going to call it lighten and save. And now you can turn in the assignment for toolbar part 3.